In order to get my view time up to that 4,000 watched hours, today's video is going to be completely unedited and my entire drive home. So this could be fun. I'm probably not gonna put an ad on this video because I can foresee a lot of swearing going on with the amount of less than intelligent drivers that are out on the roads. So right now we are in Burnsville, Minnesota, and I am headed home. It is 14 degrees out right now, and if you look outside, all of that snow came last Monday. That is a crap ton. So there's that. That was fun. I did a lot. Well, I drove around for an hour around my neighborhood, and I pulled a couple plumbing and heating, Uptown plumbing and heating trucks out that would have been stuck for 2+ hours waiting for a tow truck. So I saved them hundreds of dollars in fees. And I got a business card, and a guy said to call him if I needed any plumbing, heating, or cooling work, and to tell whoever I spoke to that I pulled out 2 of his guys and they will give me a substantial discount. I don't know what that means. In my mind, substantial means free because I saved you hundreds of dollars, but that's my mind. It could be $100 savings. I don't know. Be a good time to get the old furnace looked at though, that's for sure. So yeah. What I'll see on my drive home is people not using their turn signals to turn, people crossing the double white lines, people excessively speeding, and just being douche canoes. But that's anywhere. Doesn't have any extra, let me move over here. There are no worse drivers here in Minnesota than any other place in the world. That's a hashtag fact. I think the one thing I'm gonna do too is I'm gonna put my shotgun microphone on here so there's better audio instead of the audio from the onboard audio. Should be about maybe a 15-minute video, possibly 20 minutes if there's traffic. Indicate my turn now. And we are entering 35W North. It's bright out today. That giant yellow orbital shaped object in the sky is out in full force. Let's get that Hemi down. Yeah, boy. So we follow an MTI van, number 17. Going a lot faster than the posted speed limit. So yeah, now I'm in the HOV lane. That's the lane I can be in. Oh, here comes a Mini. Why are you driving a Mini? You think you're cool when you're Mini? Minis aren't cool. And the same caliber as a Prius. Priuses aren't cool. It's just a fact. I don't understand why you get a tiny car when you live in a state where it snows 7 months out of the year. You know, basically. I just don't get it. Now we're gonna watch this Wisconsin Jeep pass this MTI and cut over into the double white lines. Probably. Let's see it. Let's see it. Oh, maybe not. They're gonna do it the minute I take the camera off. I guarantee it. Somebody always cuts in and out of the double white lines, even though there's numerous signs that say do not cross double white line. We passed one entering into the HOV lane, and we're passing another one right now. Do not cross double white line. But somebody's gonna do it. Whether that person is behind me or in front of me. Well, it might not be the person in front of me because it's the MTI van. But somebody's gonna do it. Oh, there goes that Jeep, cutting all the way over. Yeah. I am thirsty. Coffee. I poured that cup of coffee at about 5:30 this morning. Still good. Maybe I'll do more of these videos as I drive home. Maybe that'll be my new MO. You know, I can sit there and talk about whatever I see on the road. It'll eat up the 4,000 watched hours, and I can just upload them unedited. That would be, oh, I'm gonna see an accident. Nope, that's too bad. I like the idea of unedited because that's kind of what takes, besides exporting it out and exporting this big of a video is going to take some time, but editing it is what takes the bulk of the time, because usually if I don't say anything, as an example, let's say I was like, oh, I'm driving, and then I start talking again, I cut out that pause that I just did right there. So little jump cuts or whatever they're called in the biz. I don't know what they're called. I assume they're called jump cuts. Now we're gonna watch this Infiniti cut me off. But that's what I do. So the editing takes the most time, rendering it is out of my control. Like, that's up to the computer. So I'll see how long this one takes to do. And that'll be also a lot easier too for my daily videos, because I probably won't skip it as much because I'll have something to talk about. I'll be on my way home. Maybe I'll talk about work. Probably not though. But who knows? Mostly it'll probably just be me driving. Actually, that's 100% of what it'll be. And then me pointing out the less than intelligent drivers that are on the road. Some burps in there. Also, the camera will move from hand to hand as I drive. Where I will sometimes check to make sure I'm still in frame, because I'm not 100% watching what my lens is looking at, because I am driving. So I might be too far to the right, I might be too far to the left, you might be looking out my back window. Okay, you're not, but you could be someday. Because this is a big ass camera to be holding in one arm for too long. It's kind of heavy. It can get heavy. And it's awkward to hold too. I appreciate this camcorder, but I don't have my tripod. It's in my backpack, which is behind me. Oh, look at that. A dumbass Volvo driver guts from the HOV lane all the way over to the right to get off on 62. Imagine that. I think I have experienced more crappy Volvo drivers and Subaru drivers than any other car driver manufacturer on the road. It seems like every time there's a douche canoe move, if you look at the car, it's somebody driving a Volvo or a Subaru. I think, and then any electric car, Prius, Tesla, Insight, Volt, any of those electric vehicles would be next. There's a two-wheel drive S10 or Sonoma, one of the two, with sand in the bed of his truck, but nothing is bracing that sand in because he's got no tailgate. So that sand could just slide right out. That's smart. That's good. Hopefully it doesn't, because that Subaru will get folded. You can build a wooden box to hold that in. You just need a piece of wood, what, like 3 feet long? That's all you would need. And that could be braced in. And then BMW drivers too. BMW drivers finish off the list. I don't know this, but I think having a turn signal on a BMW is like $10,000 in addition to the price of the BMW, because they don't seem to really use them. And then when they do, it's always like an expensive BMW. It's not just your standard 320 series or 520 series. It's the more expensive BMWs have the ability to use your turn signal, and the cheaper ones don't. So that's why I just assume it's like $10,000 per turn signal. And if you assume you have 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and then maybe they got a little bump on the side too. That's $60,000 you could spend on top of the price of your already base $40,000 car. So it can get expensive real quick. I wonder if there will be a less home person up here. There's a less home person up here right now. He's just standing there, not really selling it. Can't read a sign. Come on, you can turn. Get in there. Good job, van. Why are you stopping a whole car length behind the car ahead of you? Every time I put my windshield wipers on, it honks, and then this guy looks back. And there's a biker on the sidewalk, which in Minneapolis, you're not supposed to do that. There are bike lanes that you ride in, and I hate every biker that doesn't use the bike lanes. You are to be treated like a car in the city. You don't have any special privileges. You're not supposed to be on the sidewalk. I've made bikers get off their bike and go around me because I don't move for them in the city. The bikers, they get angry. They huff and they puff, and you know, they get off with their tight little spandex pants and their weird helmets, and they walk around me, and then they end up walking their bike on the sidewalk. And I'm just like, you would totally avoid this entire interaction had you just been on the road like you're supposed to be on the road. But because you opted to not, God damn it, what the fuck is falling out of their garbage now? Last time I drove over something on their garbage, I got a flat tire, and their kid paid for my tire. And like, just put your shit in your recycling or your garbage. I do. Fuck. Well, that concludes. Hold on, I gotta do this test. Yeah, I don't know. It seems loud. That concludes my drive home. So thanks for watching. Thanks for getting up to that 4,000 hours. Until we do this again tomorrow. Goodbye.